Hey friends, it's time for That's Life with Julie. And I have to tell you, I've just really been mulling over actually some things that I spoke to you about in a previous blog. And that's about the sudden death of a young woman my age. Her name is Carla. And I met Carla on a Friday night. Spent maybe 3 minutes with her in a personal one-on-one, introduction, getting to know you type conversation. And then an hour or so speaking to a group of women of which she was a part, and she made some interesting, fun comments, and just really enjoyed meeting her and getting to know her. And even at the end of the night, as we were trickling out, as she gave me another great bear hug goodbye, I said to her, "You know what, Carla? I'm looking forward to getting to know you better," because she was spunky, and I like spunky girls. I could tell she's probably one of those spontaneous girlfriends, the type of woman that you can call and say, "Hey, let's drive to St. Louis and go see a Cardinals game, and then go shopping or something." And all those things I kind of thought about her in just those brief moments of meeting her. And then I was shocked when on the following Monday I learned that she had passed away over the weekend, and actually sometime between Friday evening going to bed and Saturday morning she died. And that really, oh gosh, it rattled me. And part of it's because she's my age, and of course that always, when it comes to your front porch in that way, it always makes you think. But I think even more so is it made me think about my words again. As a mother, when my children were all at home, and something I was very dogmatic about and something I was relentless about is I had this saying, and I'd say, that you want to always leave the house or leave the presence of, your family member with words that you can live with. And much of that goes back to getting ready for school. Some of you moms know exactly what I'm talking about. There's one that's crying, or one that's calling the other one stupid, and another one that's kind of kicking the one out of sight from you, and it can just be a mess. And sometimes in their teen years, there were very dramatic mornings, and they'd go to hop in their car to drive to school, and I'd be like, "Oh no, no, you're not leaving this house until you speak words that you can live with, because you don't know how life's going to go. You don't know what twists and turns are going to come down the road, sweetheart or sweet sir. So you're not going anywhere until you say I love you, or something that sets well with the soul, especially my soul as your mother." And that really, I was very, I was on that. And this whole thing with Carla, this young woman, this vibrant mother with a teenage daughter who loved her daughter with all her heart and spoke about her and talked about things she felt guilty about, because that was our whole topic for that evening of speaking, was motherhood and guilt, and understanding true guilt and false guilt. And that young woman, I just was thinking about the words that I spoke that night. And, we all think this way, especially as a speaker. You wonder, am I being effective in what I say? And you want to tell stories about yourself, but you don't want it to be like, "Oh, look at me and my fun, cute life." You want it to be about you. You want whatever's happening in my life to somehow transition that can become an aha for you. That God could use that in a way that what you see is that I see you, and that God sees you. And it's not just the speaker's story, but it's our story. So I was thinking about those words, and really, I got nothing today when it comes to anything new and profound. There's nothing quippy, nothing, 3 things that are funny. I'm really in a pretty kind of just not melancholy, but what's the word I'm trying, where I'm just considering things. I cannot come up with a word. But that's where I am today, and I'm thinking about my words. And that's what I want you to do. I just want you to think about the words that you speak, and especially with your family members, especially with those people that it's easiest to not think about your words. You know what I'm saying? And I want us to think about choosing words and speaking words that bring life and that set well with our soul and with our spirit. And so that no matter what happens as we go to bed tonight and the new day comes with all of its changes and twists, that we could be able to say that those words set well with my soul. So some of you perhaps will have to do what I do. You'll find yourself up in bed because you're in your mid-40s and you're heading to sleep early and earlier, and you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't say goodnight to my teenager. So you grab your handy-dandy little cell phone and you start texting. First you have to get your readers like me because you're in your mid-40s, and you text and you say, Patrick, I love you and I think you're a great kid and I look forward to seeing you in the morning. Something like that. And then he'll text back and say, yeah, love you too, Mom. You know, speaking words that we can live with. Speaking words that set well with our soul. So, do that tonight. Speak strong words to those that you love. Tomorrow at work, when you're getting ready to leave, don't just buzz out, you know, it's like, oh, 4:55, 4:59, 5 o'clock, I'm out of here. But before you run out, speak words of life, words of encouragement, and words that set well with your soul. That's it, guys. That's my life, and that's Life with Julie.